Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the one place on the internet where all we talk about how to get happy right now in your personal life, how to take that next step in life, and then how do you build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to your end destination. Hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I am your host. I'm a medium, a channel, and law of attraction expert. And I very much enjoy coming live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with free mini reads for everyone because who doesn't need an almost daily touch point with spirit? I always start the show with a general channel message from spirit so that way those of you who can't join live, you can always come back and hear a personal message in the very beginning of the show. And those of you who are then able to join live, I dive into free mini reads for 30 minutes with $20 super chats getting priority and precedence. So if you're coming live, say hello. Let me know you're live. If you're watching the replay, just comment replay. Let me know you're watching the replay as well. It's way more fun for me the more engaged you guys are. Okay, it looks like we got Lake's View in the house. Hi, girl. Haven't seen you in a while. The show is back on regular schedule. Hi, I love Hoku. And hey, Lily, I haven't seen you in forever either. Welcome to the show, guys. I'm going to give it just another minute and then we'll get to the general channel message and then we'll dive into the free mini reads. And I do have earth signs up and I think I did the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, I know I still need to do water and fire signs for August. Oh my God, Mr. Floyd, how are you? How are you doing? You popped in my mind the other day. Just cruising around YouTube. Stop by to say hi. Much love and favor, Kelly. Love of my universe. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear it's going well. Can't wait for the water sign reading. Oh, slight little bit of a cold left. All right, guys, let us get to the general channeled message and then dive into the mini read section. If you want to meditate with me, go ahead and close your eyes. Just allowing yourself to quickly sink into this present moment, feeling your body completely relax, let go, and get heavier. Breathe in. Relaxing all the muscles in your body. Keep breathing in. Breathe out. Letting go, sinking into your body, the present moment. In. Out. In. Out. Breathing at your own pace and your own rhythm. Many of you are but a thought away from your end goal, but you're not going to solve that problem with your thoughts, with your thinking. You're going to solve those problems by feeling in your body, by landing in your body, and admitting that you have split energy. Okay, I want to be here and I feel afraid of it coming in. I want to be here and I just doubt it's possible for someone like me. I want to be here and I'm really worried that it's going to come just like the last time and that was horrible. That's you grounded in your body. That's you at number 7, contentment. When you're in contentment, you're in alignment. Contentment just means, okay, I'm feeling one of these things down here, and that's okay. When you make it okay to feel how you feel, you wrap that lower vibe in the vibration of number 7, contentment, which is in alignment, which then lets you be at step 6, law of attraction, which is I have a lot of energy carrying me forward, a lot of cooperative energy that helps my desire come in. And of course, I have some resistance. I'm human. That's the point of being a human, is living through the experience and expanding it so that it's easier for the next generations, as well as for me to enjoy my life now. So let's love this resistance, accept it, and go, okay, what's our next step to still allow it in? Because are you on the path of resisting your desire? Most of you are. Or do you want to be on the path of, I'm allowing my desire? I'm allowing my desire. I'm allowing myself each and every day to feel better and better and better and good about the decisions I've made about life, where I want to go in life, and about allowing in something that maybe even others aren't allowing in. Many of you are also just hitting a little bit of an upper limit of how much goodness you'll allow into your life. You'll allow in sun, you'll allow in water, you'll allow in breathing air, you'll allow in basic food and a basic shelter because many other people also allow that in. Are you going to stay just below the threshold of what other people, the 99%, allow in? Are you going to be equal with them? Are you going to allow yourself to cross over into that 1% and just allow yourself to enjoy life more and a little bit differently than you're used to? Many of you are simply on the path of getting used to different. Can you say, I'm getting used to different? I'm getting used to live life differently. I'm getting used to a lighter feeling in my body. I'm getting used to maybe even happiness. Happiness can start to bubble up more and more in my emotions and my thoughts and my day to day interactions. I'm ready to feel happier, lighter, higher vibe, and start getting more specific and clear on the things that I want. I'd like to be more clear about the things that I want and maybe be able to get into a more detailed vibrational stance to call it in quicker. I think that's what I'd like. I'd like to start moving along a manifestational journey with a little bit more of a quickened pace. I'm ready to be enjoying my life on earth, enjoying the things I'm allowing in, and enjoy my personal life in the here and now. And with that, they say we wish you guys, what do you say? We bid you adieu for conversation until the next question is asked. Oh, let's see. Oh, we got Concha in the house. What's up, Concha? Uh-oh, it's Fally. What's up, Fally? It has been too long. I have no idea what's even going on in your life, girl. What's up? Hi, Kelly. I haven't seen you since I ran into you at the Yugo grocery store. Oh my God, oh, dude, yeah, I haven't shopped there in forever. I found Aldi's, and Aldi's is so much closer to me. But I've also been like traveling the last 3 months too. Well, what's up? How have you been? Let's see. We got you always welcome to visit Good Dog with Mr. Floyd and family. Can't wait for the water signs. Oh, Antoinette, what's up? Hey, Antoinette, I put your lotion on my face. I gotta admit, I kind of like the bit of a glisten it gives me. It's a really good lotion, dude. It is a glisten. When you let it soak in, it's like good soap, man. Or not soap, lotion. Hey, Kelly, have to run, but rewatch later. My question is, what is my message for this week? Any steps I can take? I don't know. Let me see, Antoinette. Antoinette, I am the desire I am looking for. As usual, the general message applies. Yeah, what's going on, Lakesview? All right, what's going on, guys? Comments, questions on the general, comments, questions for what you would like. And don't forget, I do free mini reads for 30 minutes, $20 super chats do get priority, or you can Venmo and PayPal me. Just type it in that you're doing that. But let us go. Let's get to some mini reads. Would love, I'm resonating with the general reading. I've been working on accepting where I am, then moving forward, wrapping things up, like you said, to manifest more. All right, give me one more sentence, Felly. I need to make the water and the fire signs still for August. But oh, it's Fally. Give me one more sentence. So anyone who is at a place of accepting exactly where you're at, and then still have a strong desire to move forward, this is going to help you. Oh, that's good, Alika. I mean, Lakesview. I'm going to try to get better at calling everyone by their username. We're just waiting for one more sentence from Felly for me to gauge where she's at. But if you're working on accepting exactly where you're at, while also allowing the bubbling desire to grow within you, and that's a feeling state, guys. You got to sink into your body and feel into, this is what I desire. Where am I at right now on it? And then you just allow yourself to be with that emotion. I feel scared. I feel sad. I feel disappointed. I feel hurt. I feel abandoned. And be like, and it's okay if that emotion moves through me. It's just a feeling, and feelings are supposed to be temporary. And then once that kind of soothes a bit, then go, okay, inner being, Once I am in the full allowing stage of this in, what is it going to feel like when it's in my life? And then just feel that in your body. That's what manifests stuff in. And sometimes if you just want like a purse, it manifests the purse right in various ways. Sometimes it will then guide you to the inspired action, inspired plan, the step-by-step action you have to take to get your desire in. Looks like we got Wesley Bradbury in the house. What's up? Definitely feel disappointed and a bit afraid of the unknown. Okay, that's a good place to be in, Lakesview, because then you just go, this is how I feel. Switch it to make sure your other hand is on top and go, it is the unknown, but this new sensation in my body is unknown. I'm simply adapting to the new. I'm being willing to adapt into the new, to grow, to expand, and to enjoy life differently. And if I could hold my hand in this uncomfortable position for 2 minutes and see that my body gets used to it and it kind of becomes a semi normal, I can simply allow in a new state of being, a new state of thinking, a new way of being and experiencing and enjoying life being in my body, viewing it more beautifully. Okay. Wow, Fella, you gave me nothing. I'm accepting where I'm at, but sometimes feel I've been checking in on all my goals and accepting where I'm at and readjusting. Okay, so Fella, you gave me nothing with that. Okay, guys, if you are at a place of accepting where you're at, which just means I accept that I have some resistance towards my desire, and the higher vibe way of saying that is I accept that I still have growth to achieve. You got to become addicted. You got to become focused on the growth and the expansion that you're allowing in so that your manifestation can continue to roll out. So if you're at a place of just, this is where I'm at, there's some resistance there. And at the same time, I have the strong desire going. The first thing you guys need to focus on, and this is definitely where you're at, Felly, is you have to allow yourself to become aware of your desire. You have to allow yourself to feel good about the having of your desire. You have to allow yourself to feel good about having the desire. Because some people won't allow themselves to feel good about what they want because they're afraid it's going to hurt other people. They're afraid that you're going to hurt other people in the having of it. So you don't even allow yourself to feel good in the wanting of it. And if you don't feel good in the wanting of it, you're not going to allow it in. Okay, so that's number one. The second part there is then you got to become good at embracing the new. So this is the new way to think about it. So a lot of times when you allow yourself to feel better about a topic, you'll then become aware of the new thought. Oh, this is how to view that. Oh, this is how to think and feel about myself. Then you got to like vibe with it for a while. You put your hands together, see whatever hands are on top, and then switch it so that the other side is on top. So this is what it feels like to allow this new sensation within me to live and vibe with this new thought. Okay. You gotta like just be willing to vibe with it for a while, to adjust to it for a while, and soon enough it'll become your new point of attraction, your new vibe, and you're just gonna allow yourself to be there. And what will happen is when you come in contact with people who were where you used to be, you'll be able to like love them and embrace them with some compassion and some empathy, like the, oh, I get where you're at. Come here, let me hug you and love you. That's when you know you're at a point where you've allowed in more. Um, how do you accept where you're at on an internal level, but how to not accept a world that is not healthy or equitable for all? How to accept yourself and hold space to not accept the world? Um, if you're not accepting the world, then you're not accepting yourself. And like one thing that you just got to like learn about life is that different people came down to live life differently. And you could see it. Different countries have different cultures, right? There was in America, I'm considered a quiet person. When I went to Latvia and the group I was in, we got shushed a couple times when we were out, like, oh, you guys are being so loud, so loud. And it was like a gas station. And like we were all being, oh, give me that, give me that. And they're like, oh, guys, you're loud. Right. So that point of the world would probably view the actions that of my group, like they were like, oh my God, they were so rude. Oh, they were so loud. Right. They have a quieter culture than America. Um, does that kind of make a little bit of sense right there? So you just have to accept. It's not that you have to accept the world or accept things that you don't like. You accept that different people came down to experience life differently than you, and you don't need to understand why. If you're needing to understand why someone else manifested something that feels bad, looks bad, then you're at a place of micromanaging your own manifestations. Well, why do I want that? Why do I want that good feeling thing? Why can't I just be happy on my own? Why can't I just be happy with this? If I can't be happy with this, then what makes me think a little bit of money will come in and make me happier? So could you see that little conundrum you got yourself in? Hello, Wesley. Hello from South Africa. And see, that's another thing too. And I'm talking about different countries have different starting points in terms of how they want to enjoy life. When I work with people like specifically from South Africa, they that country as a whole tended to it's people who came down and wanted to experience like strong physical prowess, right? I can guarantee you Latvia, oh, they're like shushing us for being too loud. They didn't come down for that experience. Cultural differences are fine. I love that. I don't understand the world that allows children to starve. How do you accept being peaceful when others are not allowed to be peace? See, all of that you're not accepting about the world it is the degree that you're not allowing yourself to accept the good feeling things that you want in your life. How can I want to manifest more money to take myself to better restaurants when there's kids on the other side of the world starving? Do you see how that's holding you back? Like, yes, if caring about starving kids is something that you do want to put some of your life force energy to, then the more money you allow in, then you can not only get yourself the nicer food so that you're holding that vibration of everyone should get to have good food, you then have money to donate to that cause. It's like why aren't these rich, wealthy people solving that problem? Well, you don't know those rich, wealthy people. You don't know what's going on in their life. What if you became the person who could allow yourself to feel happier? And then in your abundance and overflow, you solve that problem. Does that make sense? Haiku, tell me your thoughts on that. 1111, except that I've been too nice and haven't set stronger boundaries standards and boundaries. Okay, so Alika, or Lakesview, that's a point where you want to be. I accept that in the past, I used to prioritize maintaining the connection over prioritize me feeling good in the connection. Perhaps there's a different way to be. Perhaps there's a new way to be where I can prioritize the connection with others and also my abundance, my joy, my happiness, and how I feel in the relationship. I'm being guided to a new way to be in relationships that involves being able to maintain a relationship as well as maintain my sense of dignity. And a lot of that, Lakesview, it's I'm ready to feel dignified. I'm ready to feel respected. I'm ready to feel cherished, adored, and admired. I'm ready to feel dignity. Um, Part of your journey from there will then be opening up to feeling the emotion of disgust. Because a lot of times when people like don't set higher standards or boundaries, they don't have access to the emotion of disgust. Because when someone does something, they're like, "Hey, will you do this?" If you don't allow yourself to feel the disgust, that's when you flop. So there's trauma responses, guys. I know you know of fight or flight. There's freeze, there's fawn, and there's also flop. Flop is where you just go, okay, fine, I'm not gonna have this fight. We'll do it your way. So you got to be aware that when you flop, that's a trauma response. Tends to mean there's either danger in front of you, or it can mean you're not setting appropriate boundaries. Uh, oh, I didn't understand that was an entrepreneurial focused on money or making frame. Oh, I didn't understand this was an entrepreneurial focused or money making frame. I was asking from a human's right frame. I didn't know your message was about relationships in that aspect. Wow, no, I love haiku. I love haiku. Um, this is an entrepreneurial focused or money making frame. You got to get to the essence of what I said. Thanks for clarifying what you were referencing. I was asking from a human's rights frame. All right, I'm just going to give you your answer. You got to be willing to accept that different people came down to live life differently. And if you want to be the humanitarian, that I want to be the point of attraction that helps make sure as many points of kids are fed here. Oh, I see why you're taking it the way you took it. Okay, let me think of a different way to explain it. You don't have to become the person who feeds the kids, okay? But there's your point of attraction and there's the kids' point of attraction. You're allowing your frame your point of attraction to completely crumble because these people can't even manifest what you've got. And you're holding yourself back. Well, who am I to want even more when those kids over there are starving? I'm doing better than them. I should therefore be happy with what I've got. You're trying to force yourself to be happy with your current life when what you really want is to expand and to grow and to allow more in. Does that make a little bit more sense? Um, you see, I went to church. The pastor prayed for me and he told me I must relax. What you say now is what he said. Kelly, can you enlighten me as to what I'm not seeing, or do I just have to be patient? Oh, you definitely don't have to be patient, Lily. What's going on? What are you trying to manifest? Yikes, I have to jump on something. Hopefully I can rejoin before you were done. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I see new names today. Oh, what's up, Antoinette? All right, everyone. We still got some more time in the show. Any thoughts, questions, comments on what's previously been said, or new question that you want answered? But I hope that, like, Haiku is asking a really good question over here, guys. And it's really about, are you willing to allow in feeling selfish so you could go, you know what? My life is better than other people in the parts of the world from my perspective and how I think life should be lived and enjoyed. And I can allow myself to be happy while other people are experiencing something different in the world. And then you just got to allow yourself to admit what it is. Are you going to focus on what it is you want to manifest in your life? Or are you going to focus on what other people aren't manifesting in their lives? You don't need to know why people came down to live life the way they lived, right? Because you got to accept that there's just humanity. And I did a video on I think it was like law of attraction and childhood abuse, like how do kids attract, manifest in childhood abuse? And it kind of just goes back to like the dawn of man age, right? We're just going to go with the Darwin theory, and it doesn't even matter if it's Darwin theory or if you believe that like Adam and Eve, when humans first came down, they were like naked and afraid, and they had to figure out how to build a fire. They had to figure out how to put a roof over their head. Right? They didn't have anyone to teach them, oh, honey, like we don't hit when we're mad. They just had to like figure it out. And when they hit and like, you know, hurt the other person, then they were like, oh, wow, we shouldn't hit when we're mad. Right? They had to start from that point and move up. And the world back in the day used to be very like hunt or die. So we're growing from that, which means we are at the point of emotionally maturing. Some people may have come down to go, hey, that's a really bad problem that all those kids are starving. I want to go be one of those kids that are starving and be the one that gets it like national media attention so that this conflict comes to an end. Do you see I Love Haiku? Why it's like you don't know why they came down. And I think, yeah, ask another question for sure. I'm waiting for new questions. And that's why, like, one analogy I love to give when I'm in a coaching call with clients is think about people born into, like the Amazon, they're still born into tribes. When we look at when like Western people, like city living people look at it, they're like, oh, let's not interfere with them. Let's not put our technology, our addiction to phones on them. Let's let them be happy. Right. So we don't need to know why they chose to came down. They're probably gonna live a shorter lifespan than us, but they are gonna experience more emotional mental freedom than us. So you don't need to understand why they came down to live like in the, bows and arrows days when you didn't. They don't need to understand why you came to live that way. Just like you gotta just let people be and be willing to focus on your own life to manifest in your own juicy goodness. Let's all smash the like button. Yes, thank you. Hey, Concha, what would you title today's show? The morning I woke up feeling stuck, like I don't know where to go. The path feels so unclear. A lot of this live was about helping that up. Okay, let me fill into this though. I do. Ooh, I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to do. Oh, you're at a dang near neutral place, Antoinette. That's an okay place to be. So if you want to like be in the receptive mode of your desire, is that ask, believe, receive. Ask, get into the receptive mode of your desire, receive. Receptive mode either means you're receiving the end goal or you're receiving the steps along the way. The more that you bring your focus to the steps along the way and what you can now do, that's what I say by addicted to the becoming. Oh, so these are the new thoughts I have access to. Oh, so these are the new ways I'm practicing being. Oh, this will definitely I see how people are treating me differently now. Men are treating me this way, this way, this way. I'm actually meeting men who are marriage minded. Notice the steps along the way. Put your focus on the becoming. Antoinette, right now, like you got to get in the receptive mode, which is okay. I like that I'm feeling neutral about manifesting in a relationship, neutral and slightly positive. There's a little glimmer of, I don't know if it's hope, I don't know if it's happiness, but there's a glimmer of some happiness in there, some glimmer of some high vibe stuff in there when I think about manifesting in a life partner. That feels really good. That feels really good to know that that glimmer of goodness is there because that means I'm well along my journey to get there. Antoinette, do you see how this is about you? Deliberately putting your focus on good feeling things. The adjustment you're making is that people are going from yuck to good. There's a push away. No, that's really bad. I'm therefore going to really focus on this because this is going to make my life so much better. So, what happens when you go from good? You don't have that push away. So, you're simply learning how to manifest from a different vibrational set point on earth. You used to have something strongly that you didn't want to push away from to make you strongly focus on what you do want. Now you're like neutral, you're abundant, you're in that neutral. The analogy the Esther uses the cork. When you're pushing it down, you're in resistance. When you stop resistance, the cork floats to the top. You're at the top. Boredom, content kind of range, maybe a little pessimism, but also a little bit of hope. You got low vibes and high vibes in there. And it's just okay, I am manifesting being able to more deliberately, positively focus on allowing in a life partner. I'm allowing myself and I'm manifesting in, I'm becoming good at allowing in an amazing best friend. I'm so curious what her and I are going to do. And I know that I'm going to get more and more clear about things that I would like to do in a friendship. And there was just another day when Kelly shared with one of her local friends, I found a dance tutorial. I've done it 2 days. I want to try a different one because I'm hoping to find just a one good 10, 12-minute video that kind of shows us the basic dances. Because I'm sure if I had that video and sent it to you, you'd pop it on once a day, right? And we could learn how to shuffle dance. She was like, yeah. She's like, but Kelly, what about your life partner? What if that's something you want to do with him? Kelly had a moment where she went, because she was in the vibration of, I just want anything fun and anything that feels good. She's been able to more deliberately focus. And she's like, I kind of think like shuffle dancing is something I'm just always going to want to do with my girlfriend. Like that's just the hobby I want to do with my girlfriends. You're focusing, you're allowing, and you're gaining clarity. And they're asking, do you see, Antoinette? Oh, and Felly, I was not being rude. You may have taken offense, but I was not being rude. Okay, I'm gonna say bye to Instagram. Bye, guys. Girl, I just want my man. Uh, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm so in the same boat. I've been feeling with my husband and being a wife as well as more clients coming every week. Yes, great spot to be in. Sometimes you just got to be in that space of like when you're at the place of feeling into your desire. Then like to get into the receptive mode of your manifestation coming in quicker. It's hey, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I wasn't even at a place where I could allow myself to sit for a couple minutes to see what it feels like when he comes in. And now I'm able to do that. So that's how you're accepting where you're at. I took my next step. I'm now at a place in life where I can allow myself to feel into it. I'm going to enjoy this stage and allow it to keep coming in. I'm actually putting focus there, which means I'm closer to it coming in. And then we'll hit the man. He and I are good kissers. My life is more lined up when he's here. Oh, he cuddles me. Wow, I have access to thoughts of things that I'd like to do when he's in here. I'm well along the way to get there. Let me just enjoy this stage because I know at some point there's going to be a tipping point where it's like, oh, I'm meeting men who also want the same things I want. Oh, this is great. Okay, let me keep enjoying these men. And then, does that make sense? I've been writing my list. I'm loving what I received. Yeah, Zumba is for me and my girlfriend. I wasn't even in a space to do the rampages Spirit gave me. Now I've done it every day. Perfect. So now you just got to drop a little bit of a force energy and replace it with acceptance, which means, okay, this is where I'm at. I have this rampage that feels really good for allowing in desires that I want. I have a good feeling practice that allows it in, and I'm just gonna, this is where I'm at and I'm enjoying it. Then at some point you'll get a little, oh, these rampages don't give me a glow. Okay, what's next, spirit? All right, everyone. I love you lots. Thanks for tuning into today's show. I do this Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I hope you guys have a good day and see you tomorrow. Bye.